What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. What we're doing today, we'll be working on good old Rango. We're getting probably pull the front off. I don't know what we're doing exactly, but gonna be kind of get the front all off. Hopefully the quad's going bye-bye. As you saw last video, we're getting rid of Mr. Quaddy. Quaddy's hopefully going bye-bye today. Hopefully the guy comes today, and I don't want to deal with him anymore. Good quad, works awesome. I just don't have the time with it and did you use it or anything. I want to focus more on this Rango and possibly another build, and also another, actually two builds technically, but hopefully collaboration with some other people and doing a kind of like a big sport kind of thing. But we'll get more into that in a little bit. Let's get Rango uncovered and figure out how we're getting this all apart. Alright, so the plan of attack to basically getting this all apart is basically getting all the fenders off first. I start with the driver's side because that's the easiest one. That one's not damaged, so there's no bolts hidden, nothing, you know, nothing hidden that's actually like crimped. Like the other side, I'm not really gonna see. I think I just have it disposed, but basically the fender's really smushed over the bolts, so I had to sit there and smack them open. But this one's easy, so I just got this one. It was just what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Technically 7 bolts, but I forgot the one. As you see, when I rip this off, I'm gonna get it off, and then I'm gonna be tugging it, and not realizing that there's one more. But I rip it off. It was easy to go. So this fender was in pretty good shape, nothing wrong with it, just maybe a little dent here and there, but now what I started doing, I started just screwing off all the front bolts if I can, so this thing's all broken, so I started just pulling it. Now this thing is fiberglass though. I had fiberglass in my hand for the next 24 hours, and I had put my hand in my pocket, and you just feel the little Pringles, little sticks in your hand, just doesn't feel as good. If you ever hit by a cat, if you ever picked up a cactus and it has little things in it, that's the only thing I can relate it to. But it's like these little sharp things are in your hand. But so, guys, it was all basically all parts and pieces. I used a hammer wherever I couldn't get. I just started whacking it. When I got over the other side, it was a lot more pushed in and just was not easy to get things out of parts. So I kind of started jumping ship. Like right now, I think I'm starting to just dig into the inside of the bay now, try to get from the back end. The water coolant was in my way. What do you call that thing? The air intake pipe thing, as you want to call it, was in my way. So after I got some of those things out of the way, I couldn't get the water coolant out of my way. I had to actually hammer out the fender so I can take the bolts off for the coolant reservoir, because I want to keep the coolant reservoir. I'm going to need it for next year or next race. Hopefully we'll have another Ranger race, like, you know, in springtime like we did last year. It's not going to be on Bristol in the dirt race, because we all know what happened at Bristol. And I don't think we're going to be doing Bristol again on the dirt. But, so I had to hit this thing out. So eventually I got the water coolant out. Well, as I can see, my water tank is good still. So now that I got that out of my way, now I'm starting to try to get the fender off. Now, like I said, the fender was smushed, and you watch my past videos and just see how smushed in that other fender is. And it is pushed in, let's say. So I had to sit there and whack, hammer, and do everything I can to get that fender off. Because just get the bolts. As I said, it took a little work, but eventually got the fender off and able to get going with it. Alright, so this is what I got in so far. We see where the transfer fluid's come from. It snapped the little cooler in half right there. Snapped it right there, so she just pours out from right there, and she's just mangled. Let's just be honest, she's mangled. Radiator right there is just bashed right through. A brand new radiator, I should say, just to repeat on that. Got this thing was so good. So far this is all the good stuff we have. Well, I'm gonna try and reuse this just because I think it's just a cool idea to reuse all of Rango's fender liners and stuff. But we got one good fender, actually one good fender, that thing, and the coolant reservoir so far, and that's really all we have, like, we're keeping. That's gonna be kept as of what I'm taking apart right now. Gotta keep this ball. This ball here is for what do you call it? A vacuum. So you want to keep this. We're gonna attach that somewhere. No clue. We're getting rid of this. This is just cruise control. We don't need cruise control where we're going, so it going bye-bye. So that's gonna go bye-bye, and then we're gonna be getting colder intake. I think everything else on the engine looks okay. Definitely will not be reusing the fan here. The fan is shattered, and we're gonna get electric fan to this anyways. I think everything else is okay right now. You know, brake lines are still okay. We still didn't break brake lines. That's all I'm kind of worried about. I hate doing brake lines. But yeah, I think our next goal for this whole thing is going to be actually just getting rid of everything. Everything that we don't need is not going back in this car. Nothing's going back. Here, hold on. Let's make sure we didn't break a freaking, what do you call it? No, our steering rack is okay. Our frame's not well, but our rack and pinion here is okay. So at least one thing worked out. You see, it bows this way. It bows this way. So what we gotta do is probably I'm gonna cut this, cut here, cut down here. Basically this whole front here is just ripping off. Keeping the bumper, of course, bumper's staying. I gotta figure out how to get this off right now because it looks like yeah, I can take it from here and I gotta figure out how to get over there, and it's probably the same situation. Looks like we snapped off right there, so gotta do some welding or something probably. And like I said, that we're gonna have to heat up and bend back, or yeah, gotta do something, but we'll heat it up somehow or just try to cold press it back that way, get everything out of the way, make sure everything else is okay. Maybe take it to a frame shop. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not, but let's see if we can get this bumper off actually real quick, and then we'll see where we go from there. So this bumper was easy to take off. I have all the bolts loose, everything loose, but just did not want to go. It was just jammed into the truck. Like it was just sent into the truck, and the truck said, no, this is my bumper, I want to keep it. But so I had to sit here and just keep like, oh, and that's right, the one nut was actually still on there because I couldn't, it was so pushed against the frame that I couldn't actually get it. So I had to pull it off and then loosen it. But after I got it loosened up, she decided to come off a little more willingly. So also, any coughs or anything here in this video, listen, I'm sorry, I just getting over sick. I'm still congested, not sick anymore, I'm just have the congestion. So, sorry about if it here in the video, blah, blah. I'm trying to edit it out. So bumper is pretty much in like perfect condition. There's a twist to it, but we can fix that easily. But there's a little twist to it, but she'll work for next race. All right, guys, so this is what 60 to 70 miles per hour looks like when you hit a wall. Our frame right here is stepped up pretty good. Not terribly close to our thing right here, our control arm. So no, I don't think there's anything messing with that. But this thing is pushed right over flat against with this. Definitely, this one's pushed over too. Now it's not as bad, but it is closer to this, which it could have affected it slightly, but I don't think it's terrible. So I guess we'll find out. We're probably gonna take it to a frame shop, but we'll find out more about that. But until then, we won't really know. But I think we might have scathed past doing any real structural damage to like the alignment stuff, like of like these arms and stuff like that. So I think we're okay. Should be okay. We may just skate past it. So next step, moving forward with the Rango here, it's gonna be basically chopping off this front end here, chopping off this whole thing, everything gone, radiator, transcooler, or replacing all that. Bending all this right back to where it needs to go. This is all tin metal. It'll bend right back. Same thing with this. This will bend all right back. Like I said, probably a frame shop. Probably taking that to get that done. The frame, not sure I'll do it myself. If we might do it ourselves, but we don't know yet. Haven't decided yet. What else? Oh, removing everything that doesn't need to be here. Now, I mean, when I say everything, I mean everything. If we don't need this, we're getting rid of this. If we don't need a throttle body, we're getting rid of the throttle body. We need that though. That's not going anywhere. Everything that's not needed is going bye-bye. So actually, I really do gotta check these brake lines, because like I said, they're wet only because of this from the fluid shooting out. But I just gotta make sure they didn't break or bend or anything like that. But they look okay. Just a little dirty. That's it. So check on that. But that's gonna be it for this video. Like I said, we're just ripping stuff off of the truck. Next step is just like I said, we're gonna be cutting this off, and everything else is falling off the truck. Basically, we're just gonna cut it and let everything go off the truck. If you guys enjoyed the video and want to see Rango continue on, please leave a like on this video. Comment down below the ways that you think you make Rango faster without changing anything stock. We can edit things that are stock, but we can't change the things that are stock. So if you guys know how to make a stock Ranger fast, leave it in a comment down below about it. Let's hit the subscribe button. do what it takes to follow your dreams. Don't let anyone get in your way, and I'll see you guys in the next one.